Hello everyone, I'm Heather. It is the 24th day, or sorry, September, 24th day, 24th book. Okay, we're getting to the end, we're almost there, but we're flirting with danger now because burnout can happen at any time near the end of the project. So, I feel like to go easy on myself, because it's going to be a bit of a wild weekend with not a lot of spare time, going with Stone Fruit by Levi. So this is a legitimate shorty, right? For Shorty September. It's like 230 odd pages, something like that. So well within our Shorty September boundaries. But it is a graphic novel. And I've wanted to read it for absolutely ages. Like I saw it in the store a couple times and it was so expensive because it's like, you know, quite hefty, quite intense. So I managed to get this one from the library and the copy is so effing nice. Look. It's not bad at all. Like I reckon I'm one of the first people to actually get this off the library. It's like loads of pressure. Like I can't just stick it in my bag. Like what if it's not nice when it comes out? Like anyway, so I'm not sure completely what it's about, but I'm pretty sure it's something like a lesbian couple and like their friend and the friend's kid, or like some sister and the sister's kid or whatever. It's like paints a compassionate and unflinching portrait of the love shared among three women and the child they all adore. So it's like one kid and then these three women that are like raising the kid. And like the art is just a thing. And like I love when it's like sort of like monochrome like this, like not black and white, but like with just a splash of like one or two colors. Do you know what I mean? Love it. So excited. So I'm off now with my husband and my kid to see a friend and have a couple drinks at their house, and then we're gonna come home late, have some food, go to bed, wake up, take this bud to cheerleading, pull this bud out of cheerleading halfway through, rush her to a birthday party so she's not late, and then after the birthday party I have to go to brunch with a couple friends, so not a lot of actual time to read. So that's where the graphic novel comes in handy. I'm hoping I'll be able to still finish it in that amount of time before the end of Saturday. Okay, break.
Yay! In a minute, I'll need a cinnamon and a woman to pop me up.
I've been lying here for ages, refusing to get up. Like today is gonna be too much. There's too much stuff packed in together. I just want to have a chill. Okay, so I'm really liking the book so far, but it's not anything what I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was going to be like about raising this kid and like sort of like, I don't know, a bit kid-like, a bit childish sort of, but it's not. It's definitely for adults. There's like naked scenes and stuff, which like I don't mind, but it's way more about like the relationship of the women to each other than like the kid at all. Like two of them are in a relationship. And then the mother of the kid is the sister of one of the ones in a relationship, and the relationship is falling apart. Basically, one of the people in the relationship, her upbringing was really sort of like sort of Christian, you know, so she's having like a hard time dealing with like sort of being lesbian basically and sort of being in this relationship, and she's also got sort of like mental health sort of things going on, so she's struggling. And she's just now left her girlfriend. But now because the little kid loved the couple of them so much, she's like having a hard time, she's like struggling as well with like the loss of the other woman in her life. Oh, it's a bit grim actually, but I'm really enjoying it. I love that farmer's market. I always forget that it's there, and then it just sort of happens like literally a street away from my house every Saturday, because it ends at 1, and like you know me, like night owl girl don't leave her house for 1, or she don't need to leave her house for 1, but now that we've got this cheerleading going till 11:30, like 10 to 11:30, it forced us to get up on a Saturday, so I'm able to sort of see it, and like I think I'm gonna start getting my bread there. Whew. So sophisticated. I really like how the art is done in this book. Like, so the little girl, she's sort of normal, she's a normal girl, but then she's drawn in this sort of way when she gets excited and wild about stuff, you know. And at the very beginning, it shows like her playing with her aunties, sort of running through the woods and being wild, and they're all like that. So like the aunties as well, they're sort of like wild animals running with each other sort of through the woods. And when everyone's sort of depressed or upset or angry or whatever, they just sort of turn back into normal sort of people. I'm really liking the element of this book where the people are sort of talking about how they never express their emotions to each other, and they're sort of like bottled up and it's like trapped, you know, and you don't know how to sort of say the things you mean to say or express your emotions like to each other. So Bronwyn and Rachel are the two in a couple, the relationship that sort of fell apart. Bronwyn went home to her family, and now she's sort of struggling with her family to sort of like apologize for things that happened in the past and to sort of like get to know them and sort of like be closer to them. And also Rachel, she was sort of estranged from her sister and her sister's kid, the kid of the story, Ness, for a while, and now they're sort of like trying to be closer, and they're sort of struggling to be closer to each other, like both camps, but they're sort of like impeded by like an awkwardness and like an inability to sort of express their love and their resentment and their hurt and, you know, stuff like that. But Rachel is sort of talking now to her sister about like playing with the kid Ness and how it is that Ness loves playing with them so much, and she's just like, she just loves play. I guess you have to be down to really go there with her, and sometimes that's somewhere sort of feral and screamy, and that's great. And it's like Ness hasn't been taught yet to sort of like be in this cultural problem, you know, yet to sort of like clam up all of her emotions and sort of not express them to people. She's sort of still in this phase where she's able to like bring it out, and the two adults, when they're playing with her, they're also able to do that, and it's sort of depicted in the art as them sort of like turning into like animals, you know, and like, I don't know, like wild monsters. I really like it. I did not finish my book before I left the house. It's going to be a situation later after I have been drinking at this like cocktail brunch thing, but hopefully it will still be okay. I think it'll be okay. Like, I'm not worried about this.
Now I'm going to put cheeky line, and now I'm sober. But that doesn't mean you...
And you won't believe this. When I went to Tiger, so there was like really scary stuff. There was like a big scary lantern with a spider inside, and it lights up.
Okay, I have finished Stone Fruit, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. Like, it's definitely not about the kid. It's definitely not like silly like a kid's thing like I thought it'd be. It's like fully about these like women and their mental health and their relationships to each other, but I really enjoyed it anyway, and I really enjoyed like how it goes into, I don't know, how they express themselves to each other, and sort of like how it's like, I don't know, it feels like that's the source of their problems with each other, you know, that they don't, like, they're not more open with each other, and then they sort of learn over time like how important that is, and sort of they learn how to do it. Do you know what I mean? And the kid does come into it in that she helps them learn. She sort of teaches them like about that openness, I think, and sort of also is a reason for why they want to have that openness with each other and why they want to sort of mend their relationships with each other. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I liked the art and everything. So good. I'm gonna go with, actually, I think 4 stars, because I don't know, it wasn't like my favorite one ever. Is that a reason not to be 5 stars, or should I just make it 5 stars? I'm gonna go with 4 stars. 4-star book. Okay. So the book for tomorrow is gonna be, I know this is gonna be weird, but like, hear me out on this. It's gonna be Other Words for Home by Jasmine Warga. So when you look at this, it doesn't look like a shorty, does it? But just listen to me. Hear me out on this. When I looked at the book online, it said it was 252 pages. And I was like, banging, that's definitely a shorty. But then when I looked at my one that I have in my house, I was like, this is not that. It's like 300 something, 320 pages. So I looked at the audiobook, and the audiobook is only like 3 hours. It's definitely like shorty range. And I was like, what the F is going on? But then I looked at the actual book. It's like sort of poetic form. Do you know what I mean? So like the actual amount that it uses up the page isn't that much at all, you know? So I can see how a different edition would use up fewer pages. And tomorrow actually is going to be just as like busy as today. Like I've got to go yoga with Sian for the first time in ages. I got to go yoga, and then I've got to go to cinema with my friend, and then go for food after, and drinks I think as well. Oh my god, so many drinks. So it'd be good to just have like a chill with like a kid's book for a bit. Do you know what I mean? Take the pressure off. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me, any comments at all, please let me know. That would be absolutely brilliant. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.